Fuck it. I learned something new, I guess. What's good, y'all? About to talk some shit with the homie Rosenberg Raw in a second as soon as he get in here. Talk about the card, talk about some battles, talk about his return, talk about RBE, talk about Rex, talk about November 9th. Fuck around, give y'all an exclusive talk about past incident between myself, RBE, Rosenberg Raw. That shit like 5 years old, but we never spoke about it in the public, so fuck it. Give y'all an exclusive just for the history of RBE. Who in here? Emery Forbes, what up? Cool J, what up? Battle Rap Moment, what up, homie? Millhouse, what up? Seven Mitchell. Yo, big salute and shout out to Seven Mitchell. I knew a nigga like you would appreciate a card like this November 9th. You've been holding down the ladies for years, probably since I knew you. Shout out to Seven Mitchell. See you out there always doing your thing, homie. For real. Day one supporter. Oh, here go the nigga Raw right here.
It says waiting for Rosenberg Raw now. You already know, Seven. There you go. Mr. Jacobs, welcome me.
Yeah. Rocking for Dooney Boom gang, all that good shit.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and explain what the fuck a Dooney Boom is for everybody on the live? And we might upload this to the channel too.
Well, it's an all-purpose word. It's a come up, man. You can replace words with it. It can mean a lot of things. It's really a word that means nothing but means everything. You know what I mean? It's lingo, man. It's just lingo. It's just something bunch of things that we got in our lingo, to how we talk back home.
It's PA shit though, right?
It's just one of them things that I incorporated and it stuck with me. That's all.
And for the record, to some of you new cats or you young people out there, it's kind of disrespectful if somebody tell you to take a walk with them. It's kind of like sunning you. Yeah. You don't let no grown man walk you nowhere.
Yeah. Like, yo, hey, young boy, take this walk with me real quick.
Yeah, you walking me nowhere.
And it's stuck.
No disrespect to Flip. We cool, and sorry people remember the history of that shit. Yeah. But that's one thing he said to me. He was like, "Yo, let's take a walk." I'm like, "Fuck y'all niggas talking about? Ain't nobody walking me nowhere." You know what I'm saying? That's like the beginning of the problem. Sometimes you tell somebody that shit.
You know what that mean? What y'all New York niggas say? You know the vibes.
I don't even say you know the vibes. I got a problem with any slang that take on too fast and everybody starts saying at the same time. You don't hear me say lit. You don't hear me say facts. When you hear me say that, you don't hear me. I don't say that shit. I hate things that feel trendy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do it. So you don't hear me say no. You know the vibes. I might still say you know what it is, but aside from that, was good, nigga.
Shit, man. Just resting up, man. We ran 5 miles last night, man. I had the car ride behind me. You know what I'm saying? We training. We hit the
fuck out of here, Rocky. PA shit for real.
Hold on, me and Uncle Roger Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? We was working late last night, man. Hitting the heavy bag, tapping the mitts like sparring session. So I'm just resting right now, man.
We got a lot to bust down in this live with me and you. Like I said, I'm probably gonna put this on the channel. But do you want to break down for people the whole we thing? Because you say we and people might not understand what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, and I actually think I said it in one of my recent Hip Hop Is Real interviews. We is something that I say to give praise to my gang, my squad behind me, the people who help put the oil in the engine to make it go. I got a strong management team behind me, which I didn't have early in my career, and they call call me every day. I mean, we've been booked for Rex for a while now. We've known longer than the public has known. And we were immediately in training camp mode, and that's what we call it. When we get a battle, we go into training camp. We study. My homies watch battles. They watch the battler I'm supposed to be battling. They call me, yo, you see this? Check this out. Yo, you writing how that first coming? Yo, take that bar out. That don't sound like some shit we would say. Like, I got people around me that give a fuck about what I'm going on stage with. We very critical on what I'm putting on the page. Not so much for the Craig battle because it was our first battle back, but just from here and now on, you know, that's what the we is. It's my squad, and it's the people who help me be the best battler I can be moving forward.
And I see, and he's not making that shit up, y'all. These niggas be on my line, you know, his team, his management. They be hitting me up. Hey, I want to hit you up about this. We got to talk about the guest list. We got X amount of people coming with us the 9th.
And that's the thing. That's what makes them so important, because a lot of people who, not the new fans, but a lot of people who know how young I was coming in the game, they don't also know that at that young age, I was booking my battles, negotiating my money, flying to the cities by myself. You know, I really was doing everything by myself, and then had to write the bars also. And now, that's what, and you know this, but that's what these dudes are in place for. Rosenberg don't got nothing but write his bars. You know what I mean? Me and ARP don't even talk about me no more.
and we see that behind the bars video you did.
Beyond the battle.
Probably that shit. You heard me? Yeah, the joint where you see like behind the scenes footage of y'all in the hotel room going over your bars and all that.
Well, that's a show that we came up with naturally. We didn't battle in 2 years, so when we came back to battle Craig, being in the hotel again, being around the guys again, it was all like, you know, rejuvenating. It was refreshing, and we just started recording videos, and that's why the video quality is so bad, because none of the clips were forced; they were all natural. And but the show was created to give all the battle rap fans a behind the scene look at what it takes going into these trips, traveling, going into rehearsing, just getting ready for a battle, and don't get to see that side. They only get to see us on interviews on stage, and beyond the battle was something we wanted to bring to the game as like 24/7 boxing and get a behind the scene look at what goes on so fucking battles happen. And we're going to continue to do that show. We got one for T-Rex and Rosenberg. Rex is a part of the show in this episode. It's going to be a really dope episode.
You know what would be cool too? If some of the footage in your next episode comes from in the building. So shout out to the fans that's in the building. Plus we got that after party. You know what I mean? Run down on Raw, and if he got his cameraman with him at the time, you never know, they might shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Posing, chopping it up, whatever. You might end
we
up
always got a camera rolling. You're right. It's always a camera rolling.
There you go. There you go.
We're always trying to get content and footage. So yeah,
and that's,
for fans.
And that's one thing that people, right. And that's one thing that people never understand. Like even like that's on your side as an artist. On my side, you know, as the platform, people don't understand. It's like 3 months of work just to get to this 8-hour show. 8 hours worth of an event or a show that everybody either sees on a stream or live in the building, but it takes us 3 months to put all of that shit together and carry that into that fucking day. But that's neither here nor there. I'm looking forward to your next episode, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be big.
Yeah, but speaking of your next episode, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how interesting your next episode is gonna be if you get washed by your next opponent, November 9th. You might have heard of him. You know what I'm saying? Guy goes by the name of T-Rex. Some may have heard of him before. He might be the hottest name in the game. You may have heard of him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say at his peak when he's on his shit, he could be real dangerous. Everybody knows he's a vet. Doesn't choke. You know what I'm saying? A few people are saying he's back on his game right now. I mean, and he happens to be one of the hottest names in battle rap right now. Whether it's for battles coming up, controversy, either way, that man's about to be stepping in front of the fans. and he's got to see you first on November 9th, man. So let's start off with the beginning, man. Like, you know, a lot of people saw the Craig battle by now. It's probably like almost 100,000 views right now. Probably been out for like a week. It's not bad at all, especially for your return where people didn't know what to expect. And you know, so I definitely think you had a wild performance in that. So fast forward, how'd you feel coming off of that battle and then leading into finding out about Rex?
We felt like off the 2-year layoff, had to do about 3 to 4 performances clean with no mistakes to be able to try to get a dude like Rex. Rex was really never on our mind, not because we wouldn't have wanted to battle him, just because coming off of that hiatus, we felt like we needed to do a certain amount of things to get a look like that. So the Craig battle, we felt good because we felt like we were one step closer. We just didn't know how close. You know what I'm saying? So we felt like we were one step closer to the goal, but like I said, we didn't know how many more battles it was going to take. So when I got Rex after that, it was humbling, it was exciting, and you know, it was telling because we felt like that Raw versus Craig wasn't even scratching the surface of what we capable of doing. It was literally shaking the ring rust off and getting back in tune with getting these rounds out. But I felt confident, man. You got to understand something. I've been in this game for almost a decade, and I put a lot of work in that sometimes gets swept under the rug in certain instances. And all that work kind of led me to Rex. So it's not just what Craig Lamar did, J Murder, J400, Suge, Swave. Like, all of that led to me getting Rex. So when I got him, I thought I would feel more excited than I actually did, because when I found that I was battling him, it was more like about time. I'm ready. I've been ready for this. So, you know, it was just like, you know, overdue. And it was just a feeling of, you know, about time. It wasn't really like, damn, I got Rex, let's go. It was more like, all right, now it's time to prove and show these motherfuckers what it really is. And that's where my mind went to immediately when I got Rex. Like, this is the time. This is what it's all been for. All 49 battles on YouTube, you see Rosenberg, it all led to getting Rex. We got 49 more in us.
And that's what's crazy. I mean, by now people like yourself that's been around long enough, we understand the game. You know, you could be a veteran in the game. You could have 50 battles under your belt, 50 fights in the ring. And it's what have you done for the culture lately? You know what I'm saying? The average fan, the average person that follows battle rap or does predictions or follows the energy that's going on in the culture, it really goes back like the last 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I exaggerate and I say 2 weeks. They just don't care. And the same thing is for the platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're pushing 7 years. You know, there's been times where, you know, we had like a little 2-month layoff and I jumped in comments or on Twitter or whatever and seen maybe a few fans or somebody jumping in some comments or some tweets talking about, oh, RBE is over. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even have a little layoff. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody like you know what I mean? Like, a comeback automatically is let's see what you do with Craig. They don't go to thinking about Suge and Swave and Clean and Big K, and
doesn't
they
really
don't think
matter
about that shit. Yeah, they don't think about it.
It only matters when you're winning.
Yeah. Just as fast as people get on, people fall off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people fall off real fast. You know what I'm saying? It's the right moves at the right times and the right promotion and the right battles and the rounds and all that, the right moments that you guys craft along with the platforms to really, really create energy. You know what I mean? It's like, just as fast as people fall off, they right back on, like, boom, like look how fast, you know what I'm saying, it's Rosenberg again. Just like that. But,
yeah, overnight.
Yeah, real fast. All right, so look, that's how you feel about the Rex battle. Before, because I want to get into two more topics. I want to talk about controversy and battle rap, whether you're involved or not. We fuck around and get a fans our little back history story as an exclusive. But I want to just know, like, where you at right now with your prep for Rex, because we like less than 2 weeks away or something like that, November 9th.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the face off on Champion, and a lot of people is now real interested in this. So are the fans getting their money's worth? Like where you at with it?
From my end, yeah, I could guarantee a show. You know, when I look back over all my battles, I've never lost a battle where I felt like I fully prepared. Any battle that I felt like I put my all into, and I actually studied and did my job and what I was required to do, I never lost a battle. And I know that's a cliche, but I mean it. And it might only be 5 to 6 battles, but I say that to say I'm more prepared than I've ever been. You know what I mean? Ever.
I know you. I know you for being a man of your word. Like when you speak, you stand on that shit. Like
Yeah,
we're not talking no battle rap talk. When you say the most prepared ever
on any league that I've ever been on, every battle I've ever did, I've never been more prepared. There's only one battle that's ever came close to being as prepared as I am for this one, and that was my first battle with QP back in the day. And the only reason I had so many bars for him is because I had a PG before him that got canceled. And back then it was so early in the game, I didn't have a lot of the bars with the dude's name in it. So I moved them right over with QP, wrote for QP. I had like 4-minute rounds back then. And I was prepared. I was ready. I'm prepped better than that. I'm prepped better than that. You know what I mean? That's really all I can say is I've never been more ready. You know, I put it to you like this. My 3 rounds were done before the face-off, and I put that on my daughters. My 3 rounds were done before the face-off. And after the face-off, I went to every round and added and accommodated and, you know, shifted and added things around to sharpen the rounds up even better than we already thought they were. It's going to be special, man. I'm just anxious. I'm not nervous. I'm anxious. I'm ready to get on stage and fight. You know what I mean? Fight.
So if we stay right there with the Rex battle for another second. Now let me be a little bit of devil's advocate because Rex ain't here. If you had to say Rex does something better than you, if you agree at all with anything, what would it be? If there's any attribute, whether it's rapping, delivery, voice projection, performance, aggression, believability, bars.
I think Rex has
freestyle.
A thing or two. Rex is really good at. Rex has, even if he's not, Rex has a fucking ability to look comfortable in any setting. And I'm comfortable in pretty much any situation also. But that's one thing that sticks out to me about Rex is no matter what city, what narration was set for the battle, how hostile it is, he always looks like Rex. He never looks out of character. And that's an ability to me. You know, it is his ability to be calm in a tense situation. Far as
do you think you could outperform him? Let's stay away from the bars for a second because Rex got a lot of energy.
Performance is something that's the standards for it switch for different battlers. See, people get mixed up and think performance is you got to be pop locking on stage, and that's just not true. You know what I mean? If you go watch a nigga cook for 3 rounds and he went crazy and the crowd was feeling him, you was feeling him, you're gonna say he had a great performance, whether he did a lot of movement or not. Now, being a statue can hurt you, but performance isn't dancing on stage. Performance is what goes with the bars, the actions that go with the bars that you prepared for that battle. So when it comes to outperforming, yeah, will he move around more than me? Maybe. He has put on a few extra pounds, so he's a little slower than he used to be. Rex used to be a welterweight. He up to super middleweight now. So, you know, we fighting at a different weight class. But when it comes to performance, no, I don't think that my delivery carries a lot of my performance. I don't believe he can go into depth and get to where I can get when it comes to people actually listening. Because Rex can get you to listen to him, and I can. Let
me spin this angle at you.
Let me say this though: Rex can get you to listen to him. Raw can get you to listen. Then it comes down to what we're saying. at the end of the day, performance is second or third as far as priority in this battle.
Let me spin this angle at you. The crowd always plays a factor as far as the energy that the battlers feel. I didn't see battlers mumble between rounds. I just want to get the fuck out of here because they didn't feel the energy, or maybe their material wasn't tight. It just wasn't a good vibe at the moment. I didn't see other people where they get that first crowd reaction and you hear their voice, their delivery, everything goes up because they're feeding on the energy. That's why being there live could never replicate, what's on YouTube. Yeah, that 100%. Now, said that, I see fans say that a lot of the greats have a go-to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people got a shoulder roll, some people got a left hook to the body. You know what I'm saying? Rex. You know what I mean? Like he's capable of switching momentum for an entire round simply by throwing his hat on the ground and barking in your face, doing a quick spin move on stage or something like that. How do you compete against a crowd that if he just overwhelms them with energy, regardless of whether you feel like he's spitting haymakers or not, he just overwhelms the crowd with energy? How do you bounce back from something like that? Because we tend to see that in an early round, like a first round with Rex. How do you bounce back from something like that?
That's what you got to understand when you battling Rex. In any battle in general, but especially if your opponent's Rex, you got to get past the first round, even if you know your shit better. Even if you think your shit better, you got to know that it's a better chance that they're going to like him in the first more than they like you because it's Rex. Rex never has a weak first. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes down to matching his energy, I got go-to moves too. And, this is one of them battles where you don't want to leave him at home. You want to bring everything. You know what I mean? You want to bring your I'm strapped in, your showtimes. You got to bring, this is that type of battle. Because I know he's going to be throwing his hat. I know he's going to be spinning around. So I got to make him take the walk with me. I got to rock him for a Dooney Boom. I got to, I got to go there. You know what I mean? I got to go to my moves. And here's the thing. Hey, it all comes down to believability in yourself. You believe that shit. If you believe the shit you saying, you can make it one with your aura, your image, your cadence, your delivery. You believe what you saying, you can get somebody else to believe you. You know what I mean? So I'm confident. I believe in what I'm talking about. I believe in what I'm talking about. So it doesn't matter what Rex does good or what Rex does bad. Rex can't win this battle. I can only lose this battle. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how our approach is. We 13, 12 days away.
Last question for Rex, and then we move on. What does catching a W against Rex mean for Rosenberg Raw and his camp?
We arrived. It's our turn. The torch has been passed. Everything we did do well in our past will get stamped. It's just the opportunity to put the game on notice that we just not a unique battler. We're one of the best battlers in the world. We don't just talk that shit. We could talk that shit with the best of them. And I think that's the opportunity that's in front of us to prove that doesn't matter who you put in front of us, whether it's a dude at the level of Craig Lamar, a dude at the level of Rex, a dude at the level of Sue Surf. If you get in the ring with Rosenberg, you got a fight on your hands. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I'm just ready to go, man. We can battle tonight. Get him on the Gram Live. We can battle tonight. I'm ready, eh? Fuck all these questions you asking me, man. You know what I mean? Like, you already know how I'm carrying it.
All right. Listen. Shout out to Rex. We will all see each other in Atlanta. We're gonna hop on the face of the press conference the Friday before, but it's going down November 9th. Everybody go to rarebreedent.com. Get your tickets, your live stream pay-per-view. We also just made the tickets available with Cash App. We're trying to keep up with the times because we know a lot of people use Cash App, so that's just for y'all convenience. if you don't want to do a regular checkout with a credit card or
That
PayPal.
fucking pay-per-view, man, it's gonna be live.
Yeah, we in there. So shout out to everybody that's in the building, holding down the production.
What else you wanted to touch on, man? You said you had a few topics you wanted to touch on.
Yeah, before we even get into some RBE and Rosenberg Raw history, let me ask you just some topic related shit about what's going on in the culture. Let's make it more about, make sure it's about you for a second. But what you think about like the topic and the climate right now in the game of the physicality in battle rap and how people's feeling, we in that gray area. People, the shoulder checking, the pushing, the super duper disrespect. What do you think about today's climate? Because it's been a topic for like the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, not just because of the fight and everything that happened. Fights have happened before, but just over the pushing, over the top things that doesn't seem like it used to be the norm. Is the game going that way? Do you fuck with it? Do you not fuck with it? Do you think that it's a gimmick? Like, what's your take on everything you're seeing out there?
I think it's a few aspects of it, man. I think it's a lot of the new niggas who trying to get on. It's hard to get on, so they trying to do over the top shit to get seen or to get that clout. And it's just really not the way to do it. And then you got the stars who are trying to accommodate to the old battle rap fans who really don't care for that shit. And then these new weird fans who all they want to see is a bunch of drama shit like it's a fucking reality show. So I think the real battlers don't have this issue. It's a lot of unwritten rules in battle rap. And I believe that most of the real niggas in battle rap know them unwritten rules. Here's the thing. I don't just got an issue with the extra over the hype tough shit. Some of the shit these dudes is doing, like, I don't really think you really gotta ever get in a battle and say somebody's kids' names and talk about somebody's dead relatives, and that shit is weird to me, man. It's not talent. That's not talent. It don't take thought to get up there and say, fuck your dead grandmom. That shit is weird. It's whack. It's weak, and it's fucked up because I don't have all the answers in the sense of when dudes do that, the first thing that comes in my mind is like, damn, I want to see this dude get punched in his fucking mouth. Like, that's my first response. Like, yo, punch him in his mouth. But then when he punch him in his mouth, it's like, oh, we fucking the culture up. So it's just unwritten rules, and I think dudes coming up, it's the league owner's job too, man. It's the vets battle, the vet battlers that talk to the young battlers coming up, and the league owners to set the standard of, and the bloggers. Listen, we're not gonna promote that shit. We're not.
Basically, you just said everybody. The vets,
body.
that would be you. The owners, that would be like me, for example. The blog, you basically said everybody except the fan. Basically.
Yo, we set the standard for that shit, man. The fans are only gonna play off of what content we drive to them. They don't push record on our cameras, and they don't push upload on our keyboard. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta just, and I think when motherfuckers come together as a whole for this thing we call a culture, everybody got a fucking opinion, but nobody wants to have a fucking solution. So, I just think it's a collective thing that everybody needs to come together and not stand for that shit, man. Now, you want to get up here and talk about somebody dead fucking grandma, we're not going to book you no more. That shit's corny. That's not battle rap, man. We know what battle rap is, and nobody wants to see two boxers get in the ring and headbutt and low blow each other the whole fight. And when they do, they get disqualified. You know what I mean? You keep doing it, you get disqualified. So I don't know if it got to be just like that, but it's got to be something, man, where, I think if you choke, you should be deducting money out of your contract. So, like, there's a bunch of things that we can control in this game. We can shut the choking down. We can curve that a little bit. We can shut down this over the hype tough shit. The suck my dicks and all that. We can stop that shit. You know what I mean? But it starts with us, man. At the end of the day, I'm not.
Let me play devil's advocate again now. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel everything you just said. Now let's use the choking for an example of, because now we kind of used that topic and just went into about setting standards. So let's use choking, and let's use, like you said, deductions. I done seen both sides of the spectrum with you on RBE. You know what I'm saying? With Craig Lamar, you had the old school, I'm ready to go rules. Like, I thought he was done. Like, he slipped up. I'm going. then I've also seen battles on RBE where you yourself have had a lot of time to rebound and get your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So put yourself in my shoes, right? If me and you have a good rapport and we're doing business, and I get up there and I see you slam your hat out of frustration because you lost your place, I'm talking about the Jay Murder battle. Now, when we get off that stage, you think it's right if I just treat you 100% as business and be like, oh yeah, Raw, by the way, I got to take $500 out of your back end because you hurt some of the footage and how the energy of the battle. Or do you expect me to look at you and be like, yo, I appreciate you giving everything your all. You know, somebody in the crowd might have threw you off, and that's just what happens when you perform it. Like, what side should we stand on when we set a standard like that? Because what the end viewer sees, all they see is what we upload. And all they see is Craig Lamar or whoever at that time choke. But how behind the scenes am I supposed to treat you? Let's use you in particular, Rosenberg Raw, in that example.
Great example, great question. I got a better answer. First thing I would say is, I'm not you. I couldn't make that decision. That would be up to your discretion. You write the contracts. I don't. But what I will say is, I get that you have maybe a different relationship, a different rapport with different guys. I have choked on RBE more than once. I also know that wasn't the best Rosenberg. That wasn't me doing my job. I wasn't given I wasn't doing everything I was required to do in them contracts. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't rehearsing. I didn't know my bars as well as I should have known them. I wasn't studying as much as I should have been studying. So at that moment, would I have been mad if I would have got docked? Sure. I wasn't as mature as I am now. But looking back in hindsight, you would have been fair to do it if it was in contract, because at the end of the day, friend or no friend, homie or no homie, whatever you want to call it, business is business. And if we agree on something, we agree on something. You understand what I'm saying? I think the bigger question would be for a league owner is, how do you separate friendship with business if you run a business that way with deductions and incentives and stuff like that? So I don't know. It's a sticky area. You know what I mean? It's a sticky area.
It is. And that's for us to navigate. And at the end of the day, you got to use your best judgment. You know what I'm saying? We've never docked anybody for their performance or even things that they haven't followed up on in their contract. For example, every contract has lateness, like what time you're supposed to be at the venue. We've had people that have made us change the order of our cards in the building because they was late and they still left with all their money. You know what I mean? So sometimes we pick and choose our battles of when to enforce the stipulations of our contract. Sometimes we're smart enough to know that. You want to know what? It's an easier outcome or a better outcome for us to not dock this person, not create the controversy of, oh my God, this person didn't get all their money and the card still went down and everything. Give them all their money and not book them again. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a case by case basis. And I think
gotta be.
I think it would have to be more for the guys who are repeat offenders.
Yeah. I mean, yes. And I mean, the choking thing, I mean, like, remember, what was it last year? It was like Summer Madness.
I mean, if I choke versus Swade, choke versus Suge, and then you put my third battle versus Jay, hey, yo, if you choke, we deducting 20 whatever %. That's fair. Thanks for even fucking booking me. Thanks for even booking me after I choked twice. You ain't gonna fuck
and that's the point. That's the point I was about to make right there. Because you're going to have some fans, some bloggers, some people that would say, well, on a business side, the person just choked 2 battles in a row. Why the fuck you booking them? But they don't understand the other side of things. Like, what if this person held me down for years? What if this person got classics on the channel? What if I feel like, I want to pay him back for some of the ways he's done business with me? And now I want to help him get right where he's not at his best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on record on an interview saying that about Craig Lamar after the battle. He stepped off fresh off stage with you. I said, look, we're not going to abandon him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to find an opportunity to help him get right. You know what I'm saying? But you mean that's neither here nor there. It's just that there are a lot of standards in battle rap that seem to get fucked up. It's the aggression now. It's the disrespect is becoming a gray area. Who knows what we're gonna see November 9th? Like, I'm not being oblivious to this shit, and I'm not sugarcoating it. Like, even all the stuff going on right now around Gates of the Garden. Shout out to Drake Dennis and Gates of the Garden. Them's the homies. J2 is on the card November 9th, and he had a shitload of controversy this past week. Where he battled somebody and the aunt got the picture spit on and all that shit. How'd you feel about that when you saw that? Did you see that clip?
The dude who did that on our card?
So the dude, all right, J2 he was the guy that was just standing there watching while his opponent spit on a picture of his deceased aunt.
So the dude that had that happen to him is on our card.
Yeah, November 9th. J2.
Okay, now
I didn't watch the battle. Let me be fair, because I heard J2 did some shit too.
That's what my brother said. So I want to be fair and put that as a disclaimer for me to say what I'm about to say. And the reason I also want to say, the reason why I asked you is if the dude who did that was on the card, because before I say what I want to say, I wanted to let him and the people know it wouldn't have changed what I'm about to say. That shit's a no-go. And I wasn't privy to see what the other dude was doing. And if he was doing anything similar in that realm, it's a no-go. So all I'm gonna say is this: to not attack neither one of them dudes personally. That shit that don't got no place in battle rap.
Yeah, I heard a lot of the I heard some of the backstory. I heard that it was kind of agreed upon, not that they knew what they was gonna say to each other, but it was kind of agreed upon between both artists, like, yo, we're gonna take the gloves off, like, and really, really go there. You know what I'm saying? And it was both like, look, whatever you say, so
good. I don't care how you slice the turkey.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. But I just want to make sure, because in my position, I don't want to come off like I'm attacking anybody.
That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No matter what the case is, even if the case is what you just say, what you heard, or if it's something different, no matter what, that don't got no place in battle rap.
So let me ask you this then. Let's how do you feel about battling Austin?
me and my brother and my manager and my team.
You said we will never battle.
No, we literally. It's funny. I'm about to give y'all some shit. We was sitting here the other night, and we was trying to come up with 5 battle rappers that we personally felt would give us trouble. And like realistically, and believe it or not, it was hard for us to find 5 names. But Arsenal was on the list, and not because I felt like I couldn't beat him, but I was telling my manager, like, look, I can't go for that shit he was doing to Cassidy. He like, man, yes you can. We got to be professional. And I'm telling him, I was like, yo, that shit would be more difficult than beating him with the bars. Like, to just be able to put up with his shenanigans. And you know what I'm saying? That shit would be difficult. Be very difficult for me. Even the way he does face-offs. Because when I was watching him versus Kaz, I started sweating. I started sweating because I'm like, yo, Kaz, smack the shit out this nigga. Like, y'all are not on stage. No money gonna get taken if y'all fight now. Slap this nigga, Kaz, and we already gonna buy the pay-per-view. You slap this nigga at the face-off, Hulk Hogan gonna buy this shit. Who ain't gonna want to see this battle now? You know what I'm saying? So, ours is difficult, and not just because of the battler. But I tell you what, I'd be up for the fucking challenge to answer your question.
Ours goes there, and for the record, ever since we had an altercation in Club Drama, RBE stage, we put in our contracts the clause to identify any content that battlers want to put off limits. And without putting names out there, ever since then, a lot of battlers have used that. They've used that piece in the contract. They came back and said, I want to put this here, my aunt that, or whatever, my uncle or my brother. They have used that. Matter of fact, I'll say one publicly since it's really in the footage. You know, when we did the closure card, in May, Bonnie and QB was in there. QB has something in the contract or something that she don't want said.
Hold on before you say this. A little quick side note. Let's throw this out there. Just give me a true or false. There was no stipulation in the Shotgun Suge battle versus Rosenberg that he couldn't tap my pocket. True or false? True or false? Hey?
Let me finish my shit and then I'm gonna answer.
True or false?
Yo, you got a decent memory. You got a decent memory. I'm gonna answer that. I got you. I'm gonna answer that. But yeah. So Bonnie did a setup in one of her rounds, and you see in the footage, QB. She looked to me. She go, "Yo, AR, she about to get docked." Meaning because it's set up in a contract, not that we get all the money. Like some of the money goes to your opponent if you cross that line. And it's like using like the Goods example of like no bars about disrespecting my daughter directly or whatever. So we tried to start doing that with the artists, like trying to find middle grounds. To answer the question that you just brought up, historically, no, that was not in the contract.
Yeah, alone. We don't got to talk about it no more. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it wasn't in the contract. That was a tactical bar by Suge. You know what I'm saying? I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. That was behind the scenes when we heard it. But you know, the imagery around that matchup, it made sense to say that.
Oh no, it was perfect. I just 5 years later, I wanted to put it out there that there was no stipulation. He chose not to tap my pockets, shook my homie. I don't want no problem.
This guy. Yeah. So that is speaking of Rosenberg Raw and RBE 5-year-old history. So, you know, I think a lot of people at this point, you know, that's interested in you and Rex, they also must have seen or at least heard about the outcome of you and Craig, your return battle to RBE after what, like a 2-year layoff. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of ended the third round with a haymaker. You know, to paraphrase a little bit, you said to the extent of as far as what you did to my footage, it had me heated. Now get me bill collected and we even. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what you're talking about, but would you care to elaborate, sir? Not on bill collector, but what happened to your footage once upon a time? Now be careful because you're on the phone with a guy named ARP, and I'm gonna rebuttal the fuck out of you. So be careful.
All right, so
take your time. Take your time. Take your time, sir. Let's break this down in the public because people don't know we had these conversations probably years ago. But
no,
let's break it down in the public.
This is what the fuck you want to do publicly. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So first off,
get your round.
For those who don't know, I was ARP's first main event to his first show battle event he's ever thrown. Rosenberg Raw was his main event.
You're a funny nigga.
Now,
you're a funny nigga.
Don't ask me why I was. That's a question he got to answer, right? All I know is I headlined his first card. Now it was the co-main event for his second card, which ended up being the headliner because his main event didn't happen. So for his first 2 events, was his headliner. Now after his first 2 events, ARP started throwing different theme events. He started the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. First, I think one of the first ones was Lift His Soul, and he was doing, kind of new battlers versus vet battlers type of theme, kind of in a nutshell. To not get too deep into that, and I did one for him with Jay, which at the time was my highest paid battle. He made sure that whatever I was paid, he went above it to make sure I knew he was fucking with me. So we was building a good rapport at this point. Now if I'm not mistaken, I was on the first couple cards in a row, and then I missed a couple cards. We was, working in between different cards and shit like that. But, as far as I know, we was still cool. Me and ARP was still cool. I was also one of the first battle rappers, the first battle rapper that was repping his league as being like, this is my home. You know what I mean? So that's how it was put out to the fans. And then later on, you see a lot of battle rappers from a certain league start to follow what I did. And started coming over and fucking with ARP. I'm
gonna fuck you up. Go ahead.
You start seeing a lot of dudes follow what I did, and try to carry the torch how I was in the early stages of the brand. But me and ARP had a conversation. It was right before the heavy half battle, and he made a comment to me during the conversation about like he was trying to get me to battle this dude named Heavy Half, who was a new dude, and he made a comment like, you know, you kind of like the RBE gatekeeper. Now, I didn't understand what he meant by that, and how he was referencing it, and I didn't say anything about it because when I hung the phone up with him, I was elaborating on it. I was thinking about it, pondering. I even talked to my folks about it. Like, what the fuck this mean? Like, I ain't no nigga you sit in front of the gate and watch the gate. You know what I mean? I completely took it. I dissected it differently than he was saying it. And I wrote it. I put a lyric in a round. And it was a I said it as a shot. It was a dig at ARP. Took it that way.
What was the shot? What was the words?
I said ARP called me a gatekeeper, fucked me up on some shit. Because when he said it how he said it, I know what he meant. I headlined your first card. I built part of this shit.
Your shit.
So gatekeeper
more like. Go ahead. Go ahead.
More like the reason this league even fucking exists. You heard?
Get the fuck out of here.
So, he didn't really. He smiled when I said it. And after the battle, before I left, he said something like, "Yo, you know, I'm gonna get you back for that." Now, he said it jokingly. I took it.
Now I've been counting during your whole timeline. There's 3 things you left out. I told you be careful, but go ahead.
So, hey, forgive me if I forgot anything. Forgive me.
The guy with the super memory.
She can come in here with me. She good. You can let her out. Forgive me if I forgot anything.
A few convenient things.
Cool.
For a guy with a great memory.
Cool. So I listen. I ain't perfect. So, he made a comment to me. Yo, I'm gonna get you back for that. We laughed it off. I didn't know what he meant by that, and then when he dropped the battle, he showed me what he meant by it. He put a meme of the, you know, "Why You Always Lying," the little ugly dark-skinned nigga who had that little viral run with that "Why You Always Lying" song, and he put a little quick meme in there at the time when I said the bar, and man, it was a low blow at the time for me, you know, and I felt like he ain't had to go there and do me like that. And that was where we started separating and we kind of fell out in a nutshell. Now, one thing about me is...
Hold on. You want to move forward?
One thing about
you don't want to finish that part first?
One thing about me is I'm an offensive fighter, but I'm also a great counter boxer. So I'll leave ARP with that. And then I'll play a little counter boxing because I'm sure he's got a whole different perspective on the story I just told y'all.
So your perspective was actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing about on our side, dealing with all these different personalities and these battles and these promotional runs, you got to pay attention to a lot of details more. You got all types of shit going on. Everybody wants something. Everybody got problems. You take on people's problems when you're working with them sometimes. And at the time, I think we was very, very interpersonal with people. Like, you see how you gave a whole backstory of being like the first person to wave the RBE flag the way you did and set certain trends. We provided that type of energy. We provided that type of umbrella. We made it known that this guy Adi Boom, this guy Show Off, this guy Oops, this guy Rosenberg Raw, this guy Big Cannon. These guys right here is the faces of RBE. These are all walls right here. You know what I'm saying? These are pillars right here. So we kind of gave that energy for y'all to be empowered with that too, and y'all gave us the same type of respect. Can you say the names
again one more time? What was those names again?
It was probably at that time you, Jims, Oops, Adi Boom, Show Off, probably Big Cannon,
I just
maybe Mr. Mills, and maybe
all battle rappers I was bigger than at the time. Go ahead. Which is a fact. Was the biggest battle rapper of all time. That's a fact. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So now if we go back to the beginning of your story, and I kind of started to give you the intro of, you know, how in my position we pay attention to energy's change. You know, I didn't had this with several battlers, even recently with people that is from the same cloth as you. Early days, like I had a recent argument with Oops over something similar, name selection. Now, in my shoes, there's a couple things that happened that red flagged the outcome that actually transpired on the stage with your bars. The first one was an argument over you getting K-Shine. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
No.
Right.
For all the fans before you said
listen, you got your round up. Listen. If you want to leave some of your bars out, that's on you. All right. Your round is over. Your round is over.
I forgot about that. Go ahead.
All right. So this is leading into the heavy half situation. You know, you wanted K-Shine. We was having legitimate, not no beef shit, but legitimate arguments. See, when you homies, the type of arguments that you have is a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? They're not all business. Those wasn't quick phone calls like, what do you think about K-Shine? No, it costs too much. I'll call you back. It wasn't that. These was all out conversations and disagreements and elevated tones at times. So that was the beginning of the energy I was paying attention to. The second thing, let's watch your reaction to this one if you remember this. You called me, you came at me, kind of a little disgruntled for you not being the main event over Jims versus Rain Man, which was supposed to be on the same card, but Rain Man missed the card.
Who was I supposed to battle on that card?
Heavy half.
I was tripping. For real, was the heavy half battle?
That same card.
Wait, and who was I mad that was supposed to be the main event?
It was supposed to be Jims and Rain Man.
Oh yeah, well, fuck out of here. Yeah, you tripping. You was bugging.
You see, you still feel that way.
You was bugging.
Now, but the way you got at me, you was like, how the fuck is Jims the main event over me, him and blah blah
like
blah.
I ain't fucking 30 him. Yeah, right. I remember.
So you was mad about that.
So I
right?
just want to say this because I know it's your turn. I didn't forget that, y'all. That was something that I felt right about and still feel right about to this day. So that's why I didn't mention that.
All right, cool. So that was the second thing, but that wasn't no battle rappy shit. You was coming at me about how we are dealing with you and treating you, and you're mixing battle rap shit into personal shit damn near. So you got the K-Shine shit, then you got the Jims and Rain Man being a main event on the same card over you that had heavy half. Then the last part, I know you're not gonna remember, but the way you was late as fuck to that validation card. You was late as fuck, you smiling. Not only was you late as fuck, but I was hitting you up and the way you was curving me. See, one thing about a battle rapper, y'all, I want y'all to understand this.
I'm smiling because I didn't forget this. Go ahead.
Okay, a battle rapper knows when they're holding the pot of gold to a degree. All right? And sometimes
I think I told you I was in the Lincoln Tunnel. And I was
one text message. One text message. Me and Shot staying next to each other. I'm like, yo, where you at? And you said, yo, I'll be there. I was like, yo, who the fuck is he talking to? But this is the main event now. Let me keep calm. For the sake of even the fans in the building. Shout out to Lynx. Shout out to Manchi. I could name people that was there that remember this. We was literally there telling the crowd, yo, everybody just hold on, just wait. Raw's on the way, y'all. And we were just sitting there just waiting, the whole crowd. Just waiting. And then you texting me some sounding like you disgruntled. Not no, yo, my bad, just a quick update. I'm on my way. Just, y'all be there. So I'm like, yo, this nigga is really, really carrying all of this energy lead because he really doesn't want this battle, or he doesn't want this opponent, or he doesn't want to be on the card as a non-main event. Maybe he's forcing himself to be the last performance, the main event of the night, by the way he's showing up like this and he's carrying it. So then you got those three factors, right? Mind you, me and you is very introspective. So we go off of body language, go over certain wording and text message conversations from the past. I pay attention to all that shit. Then we get there. You say the bar, and you pat me on my fucking stomach while you saying it and shit, right? You pat me and shit. And then you fucking say this shit with all this conviction and mind job just to bring total shape to this shit. It's not like when Big Cannon battles Craig Lamar and he says, I'm one of the pillars of RBE. It's not like Rosenberg Raw's recent interview on Champion with T-Rex, where he says to T-Rex, I'm one of the reasons for that league. I'm one of the people that has put the bricks into that building. Not one of the. See, now that Rosenberg Raw has matured, those are the type of comments that we see now, you know, and other battlers have said things like that in their battles. Rosenberg Raw was the only one in the midst of tension and in the midst of a disagreement and in the midst of making sure that he could pass on the energy that he was feeling about battling Heavy Half, not having K-Shine, not being the main event, and being called the gatekeeper, to say, I'm the reason that this league even fucking exists. So I thought I was being professional by not reacting in the middle of the battle while he was poking me in the stomach. That was my version of professional. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
If you could go back and the situation happened the same, would you put that meme in that video?
Nah. We won't put the meme in the video. We would get you, and it would hurt much worse, because I respect and I totally acknowledge and understand the power of RBE and the energy that we bring to people. Don't get it twisted. It's a 50-50 situation. The battlers bring us a lot of energy too, and they put on with us the same way we put on with them. But I think at that time, simply not having your back the way that we did would have been a way bigger hit. To say, you want to know what? Maybe he don't fuck with us, or he don't look at us, or he's not giving us the respect that we feel that we deserve. If we go the other direction, that's going to be a way bigger loss. We would have never put the meme, like the meme. That was also such an earlier time in RBE where everything was addressed on the spot. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's the progression. So like you could see me with Arsenal, where it's like, I got to address this in a moment. Then you could see me and Rosenberg Raw. All right, we got to get this out in the public in the battle. Now, fast forward 2019, there's so many things that are getting addressed and people don't even know. They got to find out the hard way. Like they fuck around and come around and realize, oh shit, I'm not on the list. Or wow, it's been like 2 years and I've never been booked. They don't even know that me and Shota don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, in our position, definitely if I could go back, I wouldn't. But there would have been repercussions. There still would have been repercussions, but it wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have been that. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of RBE's biggest controversial moments. You know what I'm saying? I still understand the artist side of things, you know, but I think it was real hard for people to understand the behind the scenes lead up. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these people are here to see a battle. So, you know, they're not going to pay attention or care as much for the details or the lead up, because that's more personal. These people are here for entertainment. So I should have responded to you in a more personal matter instead of that was something that was in the battle rap forefront or in their eyes like that.
Stop.
So,
but you know what though? I mean, that shit, all that shit is funny to me now, man. It's history. It's good history. Yeah, man, it's good history because you brought me back. You brought me even back to where my mind was. You know what I mean? Like you brought me back to in the car on fucking the highway coming to the Heavy Half battle. It's exactly where my mind was. You know what I mean?
Fuck these niggas.
Yeah. No. Fuck these niggas for real. Like, you know what I mean? I'm coming, but like, fuck these niggas. And it was like, I was in a different place at that time, man. A lot of shit led up to that, man. You know, I got personal reasons why I even may have thought that I was even thinking like that outside of that. But man, that shit is all dead now, man. It's good history.
It's big.
You hear that? We're gonna kill Rex. Say yo. Yeah, we on it, man. November 9th. Grab these pay-per-views from the best Rosenberg you ever seen. I put that on my baby girl right here. We gonna get crazy. We gonna get so crazy. For everybody who knows how long I've been in this game, who knows how long I've deserved this shot. Guess what? It wasn't K-Shine. He got me Rex. So, you know.
RBE shit.
It'll do. And I can't say it. Because A told me not to say it.
We got 25 seconds. Go ahead.
All right. The next battle after this Rex battle is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true. That's true. Yo, November 9th.
Raw versus crazy.
Yo, November 9th, rarebreedent.com. Make sure y'all in the building for the battles and the after party. Ladies and gents, going down to the music room in Atlanta, 1 p.m. Be there. I'll catch y'all in a second. Yo, Raw, we out, baby.
All right, Brody.